Newfoundlanders and Labradorians have earned a living from the forest for generations. It's a way of life that has evolved from hand-sawn timber and river booms to a modern industry of mechanical harvesters and computer-aided forest management planning. Still today, the forest sector defines many of our province's communities and the hard-working, determined people who call them home. Forest-based industries continually face challenges in today's economic and environmental realities. Rising energy costs, a strong Canadian dollar, international competition, and reduced timber supplies have taken their toll. People in forest-dependent communities have the skills, experience, and knowledge to keep the forest sector alive. They are the greatest asset in the face of changing times. The Model Forest of Newfoundland and Labrador is a partnership of such people. Leaders representing communities, Aboriginal groups, organizations, governments, and resource industries are coming together to help sustain our forest-dependent communities. Our partners share a common vision: strong, sustainable communities equipped and empowered to sustain the forest sector into the future. The Model Forest of Newfoundland and Labrador represents this province in the federal government's Forest Communities program. This program was created to help communities across Canada develop and adapt innovative tools and strategies to ensure a healthy, changing forest sector. For 15 years, the Western Newfoundland Model Forest Partnership has developed and delivered sustainable forest management solutions in the province and beyond. Our vision has evolved. Our new direction has led us to the people and communities most affected by forest management decisions. We see community ownership and accountability in the forest sector. We see people rising to economic challenges and creating healthy local economies. This is a partnership intent on change. We invite you to join us. Be a part of the Model Forest of Newfoundland and Labrador.
Communities that have been historically dependent on the forest have relied on it more or less from the point of view of people in the community working in the forest industry, jobs, pay, take home, that kind of thing. I think what the new program will do is build capacity in communities for people to look beyond the historical importance of the forest, to make them think about the forest in other ways that they may not have thought of. Rather than just people cutting wood, they may look at other added value products. They may look at, is tourism a thing that our community can develop around the forest? But I think now that communities that are involved with the Model Forest program are going to see direct programs and benefits as a result of the Model Forest program this time around.
Communities they were dependent for a long time on a single industry. That's what the whole community evolved around and revolved around. And I think as communities struggle to kind of diversify their economies and become not quite so dependent on one industry, and look at the other values that a forest can provide to them. And the thing about the Model Forest program is it ties those social values and those ecological values to economic benefits. And that's where a community can really benefit, is if you're prepared to allow that to happen.
I think the new Model Forest Communities program will help the communities that are historically dependent on the forest resource to expand their horizons, allow them to continue to work in the forest and protect the forest, maintain the integrity of the ecosystems we work in, but at the same time realize the economic benefits that we all need to survive.
I guess when you look at the new Model Forest program, it really is at the community level. And there's lots of organizations out there that are familiar with community economic development, but are not familiar with community economic development of our natural resources. And that's a really key tie-in of the new program. And how do you build that sense of entrepreneurship in a volunteer that's sitting in a board table in a rural community, that's feels that they have a hopeless situation because their sons and daughters are gone, and anyone else that's a part of their workforce within their local community is gone. How do you build in them the capacity to say, yeah, let's stand up right now, let's put our energies together and let's build something. And it's getting more challenging, but that's what our program is about. We're not about status quo. We're about taking on challenges. And believe me, the new program is based on challenges. But being able to take those concepts or those ideas and bring in that sense of entrepreneurship within the community and actually have the community members own the concept and actually really guide it from its conception right to the implementation through business plan development and through pilot project implementation, and then at a broader sense seeing how we can impact multiple areas within Newfoundland and Labrador is the big part of the new program.
Newfoundland and Labrador's forest sector is changing. Working together, we will help direct that change and develop innovative ways to get change working toward the success and survival of our communities. The model forest of Newfoundland and Labrador is ready to work for you. Join us today.